Can I firstly bring you the good wishes and apologies from the County Grand Master of the County Grand Orange Lodge of Belfast, who is in Londonderry today with many of our brethren of the Apprentice Boys, celebrating the 324th anniversary of the relief of Derry, the very act that brought us our freedom, religion and laws. On behalf of the three Leganey lodges, our bands and our residents, let me welcome you to what has become our weekly parade here at Woodvale Road, and say a big thank you for your untiring support, not only here on a Saturday afternoon, but each and every night at Tweddell Avenue as well. Thank you all. A special word of thanks, if I may, to those who travel from other areas of Belfast and indeed from around the province. Your presence shows that when they attack one section of our Orange family, they attack us all. The Lord Mayor of Belfast, Martin Miller, visited this city and this part of Belfast in Woodvale Park last week. I understand some of you met him there. It's interesting though what he said afterwards. When the Lord Mayor gets invites, there cannot be any no-go areas in Belfast. Well, Lord Mayor, we completely agree, but there cannot be any no-go areas for anyone. The Crumlin Road is a main arterial route. It is a shared road, but it's been made a no-go area by the Republicans, who frankly don't want a Protestant about the place. And that backward-looking attitude is then legalised by that unelected, unwanted and unrepresented quango known as the Parade Commission. Well, Mr. Miller, we have a message for you. Go and tell your friends in the Ardoyne, tell those clowns in the Parade Commission that what's good for one is good for all. There cannot be selected apartheid. When you walk the talk, Mr. Miller, and we walk the road, when we have a truly shared city, then, and only then, you may just find yourself invited back to loyalist Belfast. Friends, it has been 30 days today since the 12th of July. As they say, doesn't time fly when you're enjoying yourself? But some might ask, and rightly so, what good are we doing here? Let me answer you on behalf of our combined Protestant, Unionist, Loyalist, United Partnership. We are here to remind everyone that there are three Orange Lodges, their bands and their supporters, that still have to complete their 12th of July, a date and event in our Protestant culture that we will not allow to be airbrushed from history, no matter what the cost. We are in a crisis situation. The crisis has been created by the Parade Commission. The Commission's actions escalated the St. Patrick's situation. They have done their normal stupidity by legalising apartheid on the Crumlin Road, as they have done in many other parts of Northern Ireland. They then compounded their arrogance by pouring fuel on the situation both in Royal Avenue last evening and in Castledown tomorrow. This crisis is growing, as last night showed, and it must be addressed. And friends, it needs to be addressed now. We are ready and willing to play our part in addressing it. Indeed, the United Unionists and Loyalists, politicians, loyal orders, bands, groups and communities involved in this campaign will be seeking meetings to address this crisis. But we don't need and we don't want sympathy, sarcasm or scolding. We need action and solution. Others have a role to play as we all seek to build peace. And they are, of course, the Secretary of State, the Police Service, the Pan-Nationalist Front. Are they prepared to step up to the mark rather than pointing the finger and name-calling? So I say to everyone, what good would it be if we weren't here? Friends, those are good enough reasons to be here, to be peacefully protesting for the right to express our culture. What's the alternative? To walk away and forget? I'm sure, I'm confident that I speak for every one of you here when I quote something that somebody said not too long ago. Will we walk away? No. Never! 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 We are not walking away. In fact, this very week has seen a new phase in our campaign. On Thursday evening, amidst great support like today, a 24-hour presence has been established at Twaddell Avenue. We have set up a home for our ongoing campaign, a focal point from which to launch new initiatives, and a place where those who support our objectives will be made most welcome. Over the coming weeks, the campaign will ensure our concerns are both heard and understood by all. Further details of camp activities will be announced over the coming days. And if you, ladies and gentlemen, brethren and sisters and Protestant friends all, want to play a part in this camp by volunteering, and in particular at this time to staff the camp, please give your name to the stewards who are situated behind the banners. The camp and the ongoing campaign is supported by all of the loyal Orange orders, the Orange, the Black and the Apprentice Boys. It is also supported by all our political groupings who you can see around us today. The Ulster Unionists, the Progressive Unionists, the Democratic Unionists and the Ulster Political Research Group. It is supported by the Bands Fraternity. We have a list waiting from across the province, stretching into weeks ahead for bands who want to come here and play for you and express a part of our culture. And most importantly of all, it is supported by you, the members of this community, as well as other unionist and loyalist communities from around Northern Ireland. Support is growing because of our peaceful stand for equality, a stand that shows that we are not prepared to be marginalised, demonised, or indeed criminalised. Why is it so strongly supported? Because, put simply, our cause is just, our cause is right. There can be no future, never mind a shared future, Mr. McGuinness and co., without the Protestant, Unionist and Loyalist communities. The sooner all realise this and stop attacking what we hold dear, then the sooner we can get back to building a peaceful and prosperous Northern Ireland, something that we all yearn for. Thank you once again for coming, and may each one of you and those of the Apprentice Boys of Derry who today celebrate that 324th anniversary of the relief of the Maiden City have a safe journey home to whatever part of this beloved province of Ulster that you call home. And as those apprentice boys give us our everlasting watchword, no surrender, may I remind you all of our watchword here today on the Woodvale Road. United we stand, and divided we will fall. Ladies and gentlemen, the pride of our Doyne, our faithful flute band, will now play a little selection of melodies, after which we would ask everyone to stand here and sing and raise your voices high for the first verse of our national anthem. Let those who are enemies know that we are British now, and British we stay. Yeah!